What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today we are continuing the player breakdowns into the 2023 NFL Draft, and we have one of my favorite players that could go later in this draft, Christopher Smith out of Georgia, plays safety for them, and many people believe this guy, with all the flashy names that have come out of this Georgia's defense, this guy could be the unsung hero, the leader of the defense that really has meshed this defense together. Let's take a look at Mr. Chris Smith. All right, he is a fifth-year senior, so he's not somebody that's coming out early. He's 5'11", 195 pounds, a little bit undersized at the NFL safety level. But you can see here he had 60 total tackles, he had 5 pass deflections, and he did end up with 3 interceptions this season. He also had 3 interceptions last year with a combined only 34 tackles. But he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up with the tackles. And he's also can play that deep free safety look. Here's his draft bio off of NFL Draft Buzz. And the one thing that really stuck out to me is every single year, except for his freshman where he gave up 158.3 in just a small amount of snaps, so high quarterback rating when he throws to him. But after that, only a 56, less than a 70, a 53, and a 50.6. Year in and year out, whenever they targeted him, they did not get great results, which is always something you want to see when you look at these DBs. All right. So I watched a few games here. I watched the Ohio State game, I watched the LSU game, and I watched the Tennessee game. So a couple of good quarterbacks in there with C.J. Stroud and Hendon Hooker, and also Jalen Daniels, who will be most likely coming out next year. Really good quarterbacks that they faced against, or that he played against. Experience is the number one thing you look at when you look at Christopher Smith. We already talked about so many years played at the college level. And you could see that on the film. He plays with high IQ football, right? He had a play, just one off the top of my head against LSU, where he immediately notices the play action, sees the receivers blocking, gets up, and then he sees that the tight end is going into the flat. He's there almost before the ball gets there, it seems like. He's already there to make the tackle. He does that quite often. He had another one against Tennessee, or no, it was also LSU, where the tight end comes in, he notices the tight end stops, breaks on the ball quickly, gets a pass deflection, ends up getting intercepted. High IQ football. He's also the quarterback of the defense. He's always talking before the snap. He's directing traffic, getting players in the right spot. Maybe he could actually finally be our John Bostic, somebody that can play football unlike John Bostic. Just kidding. But here we go. He could play the deep free safety. He has good eyes to read the quarterback, but he also is versatile where he could play everything a safety usually is asked to do, whether it be come out and cover the tight end, get in against a receiver in the slot. He can play deep. He can play that zone. Really, he can play anywhere in that secondary. He also plays physical. I really like how physical he plays. Even though he's a little bit undersized, he's not afraid to mix it up and really put some hands on or lay a hit on somebody. He plays very physical out of the safety position. And he also has the ability to play special teams, so you have a guy that can play later, or draft later, that he can play special teams. He had a super high IQ play on a field goal block where the ball was bouncing around. Everybody else is leaving the field. He scoops it up and ends up scoring a touchdown in that LSU game. Very, very cool. All right. Cons to this guy. Size and speed. He's not the fastest dude you've ever seen in your life. And again, only 5'11", 195 pounds. He's not going to overwhelm you with his size. He's a little bit of an awkward tackler. While he always wraps up, which is good, and he can definitely bring down just about anybody that he tries to tackle, he comes in really high, and he almost just kind of reaches at you and grabs at you. So a little bit of an awkward tackler. He did miss a couple of tackles in those games I watched, and he had a really disappointing week at the Senior Bowl, so a lot of scouts were not impressed, but that doesn't surprise me too much because he isn't a physical, overwhelming dude. He's really got to learn the playbook. I think this guy's going to take some time to develop. He's not going to be a year one dude that comes out of the gate absolutely impressing everybody, but as he learns the playbook, learns how the defense works, he can really start to become a leader out there and start to understand what everybody's trying to do. But yeah, I like this dude, and he was projected like a 3rd-round pick for a while, but he could fall after the Senior Bowl, and I really would love this dude. If we can get him in the later in the 4th or the 5th round even, I think this guy could be an awesome grab out of the 5th, help our safety spot, and allow earlier in the draft we can hit some other needs here for Washington. But Christopher Smith, you guys let me know what you guys think about him in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop in our Discord and come talk some football with us. Last but not least, there are donation links in the description, or you can join the channel and get 99 cents a month if you just join the channel, and you can get these videos earlier. I'm posting these once a day, but as soon as I make them, I'm going to post them to the members channel. So join the channel for it, and I appreciate you watching until the end. And until next time, see ya!